Good morning, good afternoon, good day. This is your hostess, Karma Ovikio. I am coming to you live from Dream Singers Magazine and Lottery Dreamer. I'd like to thank you guys for listening into the broadcast. I also would like to thank you all in advance for sharing our broadcast. And I will open the prayer, I will actually open this actual broadcast with a moment of silence for the 245 students who died in a fire in Brazil. Shay, I wanted to speak to you guys briefly today on a subject that is very near and dear to me, which is the number 711. Now, the reason that it's very profound for me at this particular time is because this morning, upon awakening out of CESS, I thought about Nehebkau, which is the actual serpent god that harnesses the souls and whom also guarded the entrance to the underworld. He's often seen as the snake goddess, Renintuet, and things of that nature, but the profoundness of the actual thought was the fact that basically Leo is in its golden kingdom at this particular time. The sun and the moon at 7 degrees and Saturn at 11 degrees will come very shortly in the month of February. I think it's February 10th and 11th. I'll get back to you guys on that. But February 10th and 11th, it ushers in the year of dark light, which came into Europe and reshaped the entire world per se, as we know it today. So I would like to say ashe to the Moors of antiquity, who fought extreme battles with those who felt the need for us to pray to one God and to live in one religious aspect of the knowing of all things divine. So I'd just like to say ashe to them. The reason that I am really stuck on the 7-Eleven sequence as well is due to the fact that in our particular state of being at this, as we go into February, it ushers in the moment of the serpent kings and queens. You'll hear me talk about that a little bit more in the upcoming broadcast, but for those who are spiritually aware and are open to thoughts and open to learning per se, you will notice in the next couple of weeks that you will start to dream of dragons, of serpents, of snakes, and maybe even some form of lizards. Just notate that it doesn't mean anything that is necessarily horrible. It is that you are sitting in the awakening of your past and your, what is the word that I want to use? In a form of your genealogy, if you do the research and look back. So I'm just going to say that your genealogy at this particular point and your connection to the serpents, the serpent kings and queens. So I'll put it there. For those of you all who play lottery numbers, look for numbers that are associated with water, with Mars to Jupiter. I believe that they go square February 10th. Let me retract that. I'll have to go back and look. But I do know February 10th and 11th that there's a lot going on in movement in regards to Pisces. So you'll want to look for your fish and your water number. So water will be very prevalent around us, and then the snake numbers. So just be mindful of that as you move from this particular date forward through the first couple of weeks in February. For those of you all who do a lot of olfactory work, meaning things that have to do with your senses, make sure to burn things and to wear oils and fragrances that are grounding, that brings the water into our shores. So you'll want to do your things that remind you of sand, your dirt smells, your orris roots, your hyssops, your myrrhs, and your frankincense to bring in that assurance of stability while we get back to what it is that is the pure essence of ourselves. I am your hostess, Karma Ovikio, thanking you so very much for tuning into the broadcast and thanking you for sharing the broadcast. You all know that my virtual doors are always open, and I wish you all green lights from my house to your house. Namaste.